Hi, I'm Jeffrey Parker, and welcome to the world of Jeffrey Parker Interiors. Today we have a very special visit with Beauvais Carpets. Beauvais Carpets was founded in 1990 by partners George Markarian and David Amini. Beauvais just recently moved from their longtime location at the Fuller Building across the street into the new Raphael Vignoli skyscraper. The business address for this showroom now is 36 East 57th Street, and it's part of the modern skyscraper at 432 Park Avenue. It's a very modern space, column-free, very expansive, floor-to-ceiling windows, a terrific light, a perfect atmosphere for shopping for both contemporary carpets, broadloom carpets, and antique tapestries and carpets. Come along for the tour. In many ways, Beauvais Carpet is like a boutique firm, and yet they offer an entire range from the most contemporary hand-knotted or hand-tufted carpets to 12-foot and 13-foot wide carpet goods to antique tapestries and antique carpets. It's an expansive range of things. We're standing in the center section where all of the color tufts and palms are for all of the custom work. As you can see, there's a wide range of every color in the rainbow so that you can bring in fabrics, bring in color concept schemes, look at rug samples, and literally pick every color of tuft of wool or silk or linen that you want to incorporate into a custom carpet. Some of the examples of possibilities here at Beauvais are the samples that we show here of Tibetan hand-knotted carpets. We have contemporary geometric patterns, a contemporary organic pattern, and then a sort of high-low combination of loop and cut pile geometric that has an overall more subtle feeling about it. These carpets can be woven in ways that they can be for wall-to-wall fitted installations or as large area rugs. And you have the advantage, for instance, you can pick this sample for pattern, but you may have fabrics and a color scheme that require a different coloration. And for instance, the black and anthracite could become a chocolate brown and golden and beige with accents of green. The world is your oyster, and there are any color possibilities. Beauvais also has a tremendous selection of 12 and 13-foot wide goods, known typically in the industry as wall-to-wall carpets, background patterns, wonderful patterns for bedrooms and sitting rooms, also available to be done custom in custom colors or in the standard colors as shown on these racks. Beauvais also has a wonderful selection of hand-tufted carpets, including this truly novelty piece that has many layers and levels of cut and loop texture. It's very dimensional, so even though the color is neutral, the shadowing gives it a very dynamic, almost like a wall hanging. It's quite amazing as a carpet. The process of hand-tufted carpet, which is similar in appearance sometimes to hand-knotted, but is quite different in its construction. There is a canvas that is hung, and a tufting gun is used to shoot the yarn into this canvas. Then on the back of the carpet, there is a latex finished coating that is put on the back that holds all of the tufting in place. In the 1970s, hand-tufted was a very new and novel construction for carpet. And I think sometimes in the industry there was some concern about the longevity of the product. However, it has turned out that hand tufting really is very durable and can last decades. It is an efficient way of weaving, though still not inexpensive, and it also allows for a great sort of design craft. Once carpets are hand tufted, then they are sheared on the top to give you different dimensions. And there's a lot of intricate artistic touches you can do for the finished product. There is also this entire wall of small samples of hand-tufted carpets that are possibilities. These carpets can be made as large area rugs or installed wall-to-wall. Small geometric patterns that make beautiful room-size rugs. All of the colors can be changed to your color palette. More textural background patterns. This particular piece has a little bit of lurex in it, which gives it an added sparkle for a very glamorous kind of city urban feeling. This is a wonderful mod, kind of 1970s inspired, two-level cut pile with this series of circles, which is really quite amazing. And more classic geometric patterns that again can be done in any color. This section of the showroom houses all of the antique carpets. They're basically organized by size, and carpets are rolled with the face of the carpet inside to protect the face, and you're looking at the backs. As a person that becomes more and more familiar with carpets and antique carpets, it's easier for a designer to see the back and understand what the front might look like. However, you can never fully understand the beauty of a carpet from the back, and there is always a surprise in the coloration of the weave, something that reveals itself once the carpet is opened. At Beauvais, the antique carpets range from the 17th century to the early 20th century. As an example, we're going to look at this Sultanabad carpet, which is 26 feet by 13 feet 6. Look at the back, see the pattern, so you get a sense of what you might be seeing when we open it. Now come with me, we're going to open the carpet. So this is a 19th century Sultanabad carpet. We have seen the back of the carpet, but now you can fully appreciate the beauty of the face of this carpet and what a gorgeous rug it is, with this very dynamic scroll work, the gorgeous blue border, the vibrant colors, a rug that you could very easily live with in your home. It's a very warm and inviting color palette, a beautiful example of the Sultanabad carpet. And one of the great things about these rugs, we think of them as fragile in some ways, but they're really not. This rug is a couple hundred years old. It has been used. If you had this in your living room and honestly spilled a little wine on it, it's really not a problem. It does not show these kinds of things, and they're very cleanable. This is probably, the English have taught us, one of the greatest practicalities of this type of carpet in your home. Now, at the other end of the spectrum, this particular carpet that I'm standing on is a 17th century Samarkand carpet, more than likely made for an emperor. It is constructed entirely out of copper metal, silver thread, and silk. It is an incredibly valuable carpet. Was last owned by Hubert Givenchy, was in his Paris apartment. It is an absolutely extraordinary carpet with incredible small-scale detail work in the weaving of this pattern. A very, very special carpet that is museum quality, quite frankly. Now, interestingly enough, at Beauvais, they have reproduced a carpet based on this design that would be far more approachable in price and is also quite beautiful, and we're going to show you that. So here you see this 21st century, newly woven, 100% silk carpet, that the pattern is based exactly on the Givenchy carpet. Now clearly the patina of a 17th century carpet is very different. There is no copper or silver thread in the new carpet, and it is absolutely a fraction of the cost of the original document. In addition to contemporary carpets and antique carpets, Beauvais also has a great selection of European tapestries like the one behind me. Tapestry weaving originated in the 14th century and was centered primarily in places like Brussels, of course Aubusson, France, and were used as artwork on the walls of your home. They provided several great qualities. They were a woven piece of pictorial artwork. They also provided an additional layer of insulation on walls. In the 14th century, in fact, it was more popular to have a tapestry hanging on your wall than it actually was to have a fine art painting. So not only does Beauvais sell all of these types of carpets and textiles, they are master restorers. Here in the restoration department, they're currently restoring a French savonnerie and working on small areas that are worn. They match the threads, the fibers. They have a million skeins of wool. They dye the wool specifically for particular colorations that are needed. And when they restore areas of these carpets, you cannot detect that even any work has been done to them. Over here you see additional restoration work happening. And this is all part of owning a great and valuable antique carpet or tapestry. And you have the confidence in knowing that it can be maintained here by Beauvais. So I hope you've enjoyed our tour of Beauvais carpets here in New York City. It's an amazing new showroom, and I hope you have the opportunity to visit. Thank you, and see you very soon.